Welcome in, my beautiful Cancer. For those of you who are new here, my name is Destiny, and you are watching Perfect Love and Perfect Trust. Now, we are here for the end of the year 2024 horoscope for our Cancers. I hope the neighbor's dog is not too loud. I hope y'all can't hear the dog barking. Okay, so for those of you who follow Vedic astrology, this is going to be between July 15th and August 14th. And for those of you who follow the Western astrology, that is going to be June 21st through July 22nd. Now, we are here talking about our water elements, our beautiful Cancer. For the end of 2024, we're going to go over the beginning of 2024, see what you might have had to have gone through, what you've been dealing with, and then we are going to go over what to expect for the end of the year, some advice for the year, and what you might be dealing with. We're going to dive right into that shortly. So for those of you who are new here, hi, welcome in. I am an intuitive reader, so I read tarot and I do timeless readings, personalized readings, zodiac readings. I am also a tutor, so if you're interested in numerology, tarot, stone magic, anything of the sort, go on over and hit that subscribe button and like and share my videos, please and thank you. And for those of you who are returning, I hope you're doing very well today, and I wanted to say thank you for all your support, all your donations, your Cash App donations, your Venmo donations, all of your likes and your comments, and your subscriptions do not go unnoticed, I promise. And I wanted to say thank you very much for my subscribers. You don't know how cherished you are to me. I love you all so much. Now, today I have pulled the Eight of Pentacles for your reading. So this is a card symbolizing that your hard work is going to pay off, don't give up type situation. So you might know this, you might be aware of this, or this might be news to you that your hard work has actually been paying off, or it will very soon. So you could be reaping the benefits of this now towards the end of the year, August, September, or this could come in around the very end of the year, around November and December. But without further ado, let's hop right in. So we're going to go over self and health. We're going to go over finance and career. And then we're going to go over family, friends, groups, relationships, and love. Then we're going to talk about our Mars retrograde at the end of the year, which is not only going to affect you, so don't worry. It's going to affect everybody, which might actually be a little bit more scary. But we'll talk about that, and I will create a whole video just about Mars retrograde because that is very important and we're all about to be dealing with it. So for your health and for yourself, your mental health, your physical health, all the above, we have a Saturn transit where you're dealing with challenges with yourself and your beliefs. You might have some issues surrounding education, so there might be either a need for a tutor at this time. Maybe you ended up having to have some transportation issues getting to school or getting to work, or you might be trying to further your education as an adult, and then that there might be some hindering progress somewhere along those lines. But this is not going to last all year. So this is what you might have dealt with. Well, this is all coming to an end very shortly. So your outlook on the world and your belief system has kind of changed recently. You've been clashing maybe with some people, but this is also coming to an end, very abrupt end at the end of 2024, mostly around August, September. So you should be dealing with this right now. You should be dealing with your confusion, your tensions, your like illusions. You might be having to deal with some things that were seemed real but weren't, and maybe you had to see a different side of things to understand how this was just not going to work for you, or this just wasn't actually what you thought it was. So you might be coming out of some dark situations into a lighter period right now where you're understanding, there's some light shed on some darker situations to where you're able to see things clearly, see things differently than what you had seen before. And so your belief systems might be changing just a little bit, and you might have been focusing on your mental health in the beginning of the year, and these kind of things are going to be helping you during the end of the year for the effort that you put in the beginning of the year. Then we have some focusing on positive mental health changes for the end of the year. So yeah, that's kind of what you need to be focused on. And if you're not, you kind of seem like you should be, but if you're not, you need to be. So just try to remember how far you've came in just your mental health. Now, your physical health, it does seem like you might have had some issues that you were working through, that it's pretty much the same thing that you were working through that now are seeming to work themselves out, and it's seeming to be a little bit less of an issue for you. Now we're going to move into finance and career. So there's a lot of changes that's were happening around March and April. And there was an Aries eclipse that there was a lot of endings and beginnings. So you might have started some projects and ended some projects at this time, started new associations with people at work and ended maybe some colleagues, co-workers. You might have maybe even changed fields, quit a job and started a new one. So there's a lot of changing. You might have had to do some traveling for some jobs. There's some topics surrounding other people's money. So there might be like manipulation. You might have been manipulating other people's money. They might have been manipulating your money. I'm seeing a lot of people, like, because I am an intuitive reader, I'm getting, you might have been helping people or they might have been helping you. There's somebody helping somebody with some money here. During the middle of this year and around March and April, I'm seeing this quite a lot. And then we have some kind of control over money for others. There's some of you, maybe not all of you, might resonate with this. It seems as though some of you might have been in control of a conservatorship or under the control of a conservatorship. So somebody might have been in control of your finances, or you might have been in control of their finances in some way or form. Maybe I'm getting industry. Some people might be in the industry, maybe not, maybe so. This, it's here nor there, take what resonates, leave the rest. Now, I'm getting, we're going to move into family, love, and relationships, groups, peers, coworkers, things like that. All right, so the ending of a relationship and the beginning of a relationship. So you could have had multiple relationships this year, or you could have been ending a chapter in a relationship and starting a new one, seeing new opportunities or new chapters for your relationship to prosper. You might have overcame some obstacles in a relationship and started anew, or it could indicate that you have completely left a relationship altogether and moved into a new one. We see that a lot with our Cancers. They lead with their hearts here. And that's not always a bad thing, but it's just something that we all know of. Now, I'm seeing a lot of moving and travel. You could have changes with parents or children. You might need to be taking care of your parents or your children at this time, vice versa, either or. Some kind of relationships with children are changing. You have some opportunities for growth in making new relationships, new friendships, meeting new people. So you might want to take advantage of that, especially during the end of the year when we go into this Mars retrograde, because we'll have a lot of irritation with our family and relationships that we currently have. So going out and meeting new people and giving people that we are currently seeing day to day on a day-to-day basis all the time might actually help clear your head or make you see things differently or understand a different point of view or anything. Maybe even just help blow off some frustration. Meet a new friend to go to the gym with, not anything crazy, like do be a good person here, but you know what I'm saying. Spend some of your time with some new friends or whatever, because you have opportunities to make new friendships at this time. That does look well for you, or new relationships in general. And then it seems like there might be some past relationships or bad relationships or some kind of toxicity. It could be with work, love, family, any of the above, that may previously been toxic in a way that you have now come to an understanding or a reconciliation to where you're able to work through these relationships in a better way, or with another understanding of how to do so. All right, and so we're going to move into the end of the year, Mars retrograde. We have irritation with family, friends, and relationships. So you're going to need to exercise caution with your body and your money, because I'm seeing a lot of things that could happen if you have rash thinking. Like if you're irrational and you're just like thinking, oh, I'm going to do this out of spite or hot-headedness or hurt or anger, or either any kind of emotion, deep emotion, that you end up getting into an argument with somebody. Things could they could go out of hand very quickly, and you got to be aware of small things could turn into very large things very, very quickly. And so be mindful of what you say, exercise understanding and compassion for other people. Try to understand where other people are coming from, and try to exercise caution and restraint with your agitation and your irritation for other people right now. And during arguments, you're going to need to be more restrained, because you're going to be more hot-headed than usual, and so is everybody else, because Mars retrograde, like I stated before, it's not just about you. You're not the only one who has to deal with this. Everybody else has to deal with this too. So that's why I say, if you say something and you think it's going to be a small topic, it could turn into something much, much larger very quickly without you really understanding or expecting it to do that. Or understanding how it got to that level. So then you can end up having a falling out with somebody that you did not intend it to go to that level. And that is something to watch out for around the end of the year. I'm going to say more like October through December, going into 2025. I believe the ending of that, the for sure complete ending is going to be in May. So we have a lot of that to deal with, and we need to really understand ourselves and how to communicate effectively without overdoing the situation, and teaching others to do the same. Now, when I say exercise caution with money and your body, there's a tendency to do something without thinking and end up getting hurt, physically or financially this year, at the end of the year. During this Mars retrograde. So you need to be careful with your money and careful with your body. So don't go out doing things that might end up getting you hurt in some kind of way, physically or with your job. All right, so I'm gonna close out the reading, or the horoscope here, with an oracle card. We already had one pop up. Oh my goodness. Ooh. All right, this does seem we have creeping at the bottom. Okay, we're gonna do a reading on you guys, on Cancer, very, very, very soon. I've got to get these horoscopes out, and that's what I'm focusing on right now. But yeah, so we have haunted, and this is not necessarily a bad thing. This is something that you need to focus on. So right here, we had the Eight of Pentacles to start the reading, and then we have haunted here, trauma, side effects, flashbacks, and memories. So you're working to get rid of some kind of memories here, or some kind of trauma maybe from the past, is what I'm getting. Because career looked pretty good for you in most aspects. But it does seem as though you might be trying to get rid of some kind of trauma, and you might have been working on that for a long, long time now. And this might be some kind of breaking point here for you. Because with the Eight of Pentacles, it's saying don't give up. Your dreams are about to come true. Your hard work is paying off. All right, guys, that's all we have for you today, my beautiful, beautiful Cancer. If you are interested in booking a personal reading, my email is in the description of my channel. I hope you have a wonderful day.